Or another viewer who is already in Japan on a working visa, but his employer abruptly terminated his work contract even before he started his job. Foreign workers who have been laid off, furloughed, or were negatively affected by the pandemic are not uncommon. These foreign workers who are greatly affected by the pandemic due to reasons not of their own doing will be granted special visa measures by the Immigration Bureau, provided that they must meet these conditions and be able to show proof of the situation. The second is getting a part-time job outside the visa qualifications while job hunting is allowed. And third, foreign workers whose work visa will expire are able to apply for a change of visa status to designated activities for the purpose of job hunting in Japan. Hello everyone, Cam here from Swimmy channel. Lately, we have been getting a lot of questions regarding visa-related issues. Like one viewer whose short-stay visa is expiring soon but is unable to go home because flights from Tokyo have been suspended indefinitely. Or another viewer who is already in Japan on a working visa but his employer abruptly terminated his work contract even before he started his job. These types of issues about extending your Japan visa during the pandemic will be our video topic for today. Please note that in putting this video together, we consulted with an immigration law firm for accuracy, but please do not take this as a legal advice. Always check directly with the nearest immigration office about your specific visa situation. So what will happen to my visa after suddenly being laid off, furloughed, or delayed from joining the company? As the world economy plunges into crisis due to the pandemic, the travel, hotel, and restaurant industries in particular are suffering the heaviest blow. While some companies struggle to stay afloat, there are some who have already gone bankrupt. Foreign workers who have been laid off, furloughed, or were negatively affected by the pandemic are not uncommon. These foreign workers who are greatly affected by the pandemic due to reasons not of their own doing will be granted special visa measures by the Immigration Bureau, provided that they must meet these conditions and be able to show proof of the situation. They have received a notice of dismissal from the current workplace and want to find a job in Japan. They have not been dismissed but ordered to wait until a notice of return is given, and their working hours have been reduced by their employer. So here are the list of special measures. The first is you will be allowed to keep your work visa until the validity date in your current status of residence. The second is getting a part-time job outside the visa qualifications while job hunting is allowed. And third, foreign workers whose work visa will expire are able to apply for a change of visa status to designated activities for the purpose of job hunting in Japan. If you have been dismissed from your company during the pandemic and you want to find a job, you are allowed to keep your work visa until the validity date in your status of residence. Please take note that you are legally required to inform the Immigration Bureau of any changes in your work status within 14 days of the changes. In addition, getting a part-time job outside the visa category while job hunting is allowed, but you need to apply for permission from the Immigration Bureau. The permission to engage in activities outside visa category is valid for a period of 6 months. In the worst case that your visa expires and you're still unable to find employment, it is possible to change your visa to designated activities for the purpose of job hunting, which will be valid and renewable for 6 months, for a total of a 1-year extension. During this period, getting a part-time job is also allowed to support your living expenses. What should I do if my temporary visitor visa expires but I am unable to go back to my home country? So this question is often being asked. First, if you are unable to return to your home country because there are no flights available due to the pandemic, you may be able to extend your tourist visa for 90 days by applying for a renewal at the Immigration Bureau. Please bring these documents with you at the immigration office. I will also be posting these requirements on the comment section below. These are the documents you need to submit to the Immigration Bureau. So your application for permission to renew your period of stay, the statement of reason, and documents certifying that you cannot return to your home country. These can be airplane tickets that have been cancelled, a no-fly status due to pandemic, or other documents. Today, as we speak, some flights have already begun to operate, and it may be possible to return home. Some of our viewers asked if it is fine to wait out for cheaper airfares and not yet go home. Frankly, this is not reason enough, but it still depends on the individual circumstances, so it would be best to consult with the Immigration Bureau directly. My visa is expiring soon. Is it okay if I do not renew before the deadline? To prevent crowding and the possible spread of the virus, mid to long-term residents are given a 3-month extension on visa renewal applications. This means that if your residence card was due to expire in March, April, May, or June, you now have an extra 3 months from the expiration date to submit your application to extend your stay or change your residence status. Although the Immigration Bureau has provided a 3-month special visa measure, I recommend applying for a renewal within your period of stay. It is true that application renewal will be accepted until 3 months after your visa expiration. However, it does not mean that the period of stay will not be extended for another 3 months during processing. Generally speaking, if you apply for renewal within the period of stay or before the expiration date written on your residence card, you will automatically be granted a 2 to 3 month extension of stay while processing your status of residence. And that's it for our video about visa-related issues during the pandemic. I know of someone who renewed their visa earlier in January of this year, and the number of people allowed to enter the immigration office was being restricted. That person had to wait for several hours outside the immigration office in Shinagawa. I think it is best not to physically go to the immigration office during the pandemic unless there is absolutely no alternative. I hope you were able to clarify some visa-related issues you might be facing. If you need more information, please feel free to reply in the comment section below. Share and like our video if you think this had been helpful to you, and subscribe to our channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time! Bye bye!